Terima kasih menghadiri sesi ini. Nama saya Xian Toh, Account Development Manager of Southeast Asia. Saya kerja kat Kuala Lumpur tapi biasanya ada datang ke UPSI untuk acara fair. Kita pun ada booth, Springer Nature booth. So hari ni, other than the presentation, if you pay attention, at the end of the session, we will also have a quiz. So the quiz will test whether you were listening or you managed to capture the answer or not. Yeah. So I start now. Many of you have seen Springer Nature, especially some of you are interested to know more about our logo. So firstly, Springer on the left side, the first logo is a logo for the book, e-book, and also some of our home brand journal. And it means that it is the language of science. It carries a long legacy of us as a publisher, publishing high quality science in journal, in ebook around the world. We also have other brands like Belgrave and Discover. The Discover brand, all Discover journals are open access. So if you see like Discover Health, Discover AI, it's open access. You can access, no need to pay money. Just use your email of UPSI, log into the system, and you can browse thousands of journals. On top of that, right now, UPSI has the arrangement with Springer Nature. Through the transformative agreement, it allows all students, lecturers, faculty to access up to 2052 hybrid journal. What it means, this hybrid journal normally is behind a paywall, yeah? The library have to subscribe. But now, thankfully, we have a partnership. You have at least 1 year to access all these 2052 title journal in education, in sports science, in health, in philosophy, business, all subjects. And on top of that, there is also 1,874 title of open access journal. And these are some of the covers of the subjects, ebooks. You have like computer science, artificial intelligence. So even though some of you are doing your work in education, some of the topic here, for example, the main title of the journal will have issue or article related to education. For example, the study of AI in education or the study of history, the history of sustainability education. Examples like that. On top of that, there's ebooks. This is the actual cover of the ebook. So you could see one there. It's called Springer Text in Education, Future Education and Learning Spaces. Some of these ebooks are chapter, which are published through a conference. After a conference, they organize the paper into a chapter and then they publish it. And then some is also a thesis. Thesis can be published as Springer Nature, but only in ebook format. It will be formatted to a chapter and one whole ebook. Then there's also textbook, encyclopedia, reference book. So for textbook, encyclopedia, reference book is more suitable for your coursework, your assignment. So if you're looking for something more in detail about the theories, the concept, the fundamentals of the subject, ebook also have that context for you. Journal is more scientific. So I want to highlight, if you are interested in sustainability, which is the SDG goals, you know, like in UPSI, there's SDG 4, quality education. We also have a lot of book in SDG 4, quality education. So you just search for SDG, the book will come out. Also for journal. I will demonstrate for you later. These are more covers, and the copy of the slide will be given to you after the session, so you could remember what book to read. Here, what's interesting is the most upper right, education and information technology. This journal is highly cited, highly read in the world. So without further ado, now I will start. Briefly, one key feature in our platform is a journal finder. I will show you how to use a journal finder. It helps you to find journals that is more close to your topic and to your subject. But when you want to log into the Springer Nation link, you must firstly go to your UPSI website. So go to your UPSI website, pustaka2.upsi.edu.my, and then you will find databases. When you find databases on the top bar, click on it. It will bring you to this login page. So this login page means as a member or staff or faculty or lecturer or student of UPSI, please key in your username and password. Once you key in your username and password, then you can select Springer Nature link. So I will show you how the Springer Nature link. This is the logo, Springer Nature link. This is the platform that you should select and you should be seeing. Once you see that, it will bring you to the home page. This is the home page where you will access all the journal and ebook. So I will show you to find a journal. It's up here. You click on this. And this is the journal finder that I was mentioning about. It is powered by AI, but it's also very accurate. So for example, if I just type a title like Review of Early Childhood Education in Asia, and I click Find Journal, it will show me all relevant journal related to the topic or keywords that I have inputted. So I put early childhood journal will come out. I put review journal also will come out. And then they would be maybe something like in India or Asia, because I put Asia just now. So that is one feature of it. And you can click directly on the journal title and it will bring you directly to the journal page. When you are at a journal page, you can see the journal metric. It's at the most right side. It shows what's the impact factor, how long it takes for the article to be published once it's submitted. If some of you are interested to submit an article to publish, all journal page, semua journal page will have this information. Submission to first decision. It shows the average day it takes for you to receive a response once you submit the paper. But if you're interested to submit, you must click here, submit your manuscript. There is no other way. You always have to go to the journal page, click on submit your manuscript, create your account, then you can upload the file you want to publish. You can find out more about editorial board. If you click on it, you can find out more about what is the collection, volume, issue of the journal. And what is interesting is journal update. So if I click on journal update, I'm interested to know whether what is happening in the journal. Is there a new editor? For example, you see, meet the editor-in-chief, Timothy Teo. Is this important? This is actually important if you want to submit a manuscript. Because if there's a new editor, it shows a good sign. They are more willing to explore new articles. The editorial board is very active. They have some new changes. So whatever you submit, they are more open-minded to read the article. So have to check this out at journal update. Then another one is call for paper. This is also interesting because call for paper will suggest what topics they are looking for. Like in this case, they are very specific. They are looking for meta-analysis in AI. So call for paper, call for issue, all this can increase your chances of your manuscript being more accepted because you fit where the direction of the journal is. And to do that, you need to check at journal update. So now I go back to the search function. Here, You can search anything. Like if you want to type the same words that I typed just now, also can. You can type your whole title here as well instead of the journal finder. And here the difference is you will be seeing the article, not the journal. So one of the other question that you may have is, what if you only want article from recent 5 years? You can filter. You can put 2020 to 2025. And then you can also choose what if you only want journal, not ebooks. So bear in mind, the results here will show you journal and ebooks at the first time. But you need to filter. If you want journal only, you need to put article, research article, review article here. This is because, journal also. Reference work, conference, chapter here, chapter is ebook. It's not a journal. So you have to filter it if you want journal to only come up. Then you click update results. So you will see the results is so much lower, 2,828. And these are all the journals that published between 2020 to 2025 because you selected recent 5 years. If you want to filter by discipline, also can. Let's say you want a journal more closely on health, you can filter. And you can also filter by the SDG. If you want an article that has an impact in SDG, you can also filter that. One other question is, you see this full access. Full access. Full access. Full access means that confirm, you can access, you can download, you can print as much as you like. But if you don't see full access, it's empty, meaning there is an article that is not part of your university subscription. So you can only see the abstract and the key highlight. But if you want to make sure you can only access article that is not behind a restriction, then you can go here, publishing model, open access. However, the problem is if you only choose this open access, you lose out in accessing with a lot of article, which is thousands of article that your university already subscribed. So our recommendation is not to choose this filter as a priority. If you still have time to do your literature review, don't use this. Just look out for this thing, this indicator. If you see this indicator, full access, no problem, meaning you can click on it, you can view the article. Because the results majority, it will show a lot of full access. So now I will click one article to show you an example. This is the example. And in all article page, you will see how many people have downloaded. And then next to it, there is also citation. So in this case, this article is not yet cited, but sometimes they will show 5 citation, outmetric score 2. Then on the right side, this is the most important one. Let's see you are looking like this. The page pop up, you see the title and abstract. And you are not sure whether you want to download. Don't worry. Use the right one. Use this one. It's faster. So you click here, method, it will go to method. You click references, it will go to references. The left side will also change. So the right side allows you to quickly browse the article first before you download, because that makes sure it saves the time. You don't waste the time saving a file that you're not going to use later. Other than that, if you go to figure, this is a special feature in Springer Nature. The figure, you can download the full size image. in high definition, HD. So let's say if there's a very special figure that you want to copy and put in your manuscript, you could directly get it from here. You don't have to screenshot. So I will download in the meantime, just to show maybe what's the feature. Yeah. So while it's downloading, at the references, whenever you click on the reference, it will go directly to the other journal. But bear in mind, as long as the other journal is Springer Nature, then only you can access if it's subscribed. But if it's another publisher, we don't guarantee the access. But what essentially the DOI brings you directly to the other source of article. So I have downloaded the file. When you download the file, you can see if you open with a PDF reader, the PDF reader also has the same feature. When I click on the right side, the main text will change. And there is also direct links. Anything that is blue color, you can click on it. It will bring me to the main source. What special feature as well is, if I click here, check for update, it should bring me to the page where there is an update on the article. My computer suddenly hang a little bit, sorry. Okay, never mind. I let it load first. I will demo using an ebook. Okay, now it's loading. So I click on check for update. It brings me to this link to show is there any update on the article. Anything is happening on the article. Okay, I let it load first because it's slow. So that is journal. Now I want to show you some features of the platform at the same time. So initially, I typed the full title, but there is something special. It's a trick. You can also use operator. So what does operator means? Operator, I give you the link here in your slides. You can keep it as a reference. So I just show an example. So just now I told you about the update. Yeah, it shows that the document is the most updated version. So this page that I give you shows you some tips on how to search in the search bar. For example, you can use matching the phrases, like meaning to say, if you are doing a topic on sustainability education, you have to type the full sentence, sustainability education. Or you can use the word or, and you can use the word and there are many other ways to type. You can also use asterisk. Asterisk is to inform the platform that whatever you are searching can be related to that or not be related to that. You're informing it to be more open to your queries. But what is the most powerful one that you should remember is two things. Is this one, the upper comma, and this one, and because that will help you to really narrow your search according to what you really need. So let's say I put health and anyone want to participate? Anything to search in health or sport science? Can chip in.
Education.
Education. But a bit like more special. Microplastic. Okay, a bit susah because very narrow. Can try. Because I'm a researcher as well. I haven't seen microplastic education, but we can try. Why not? It might be interesting. It comes out human health of microplastic. But what I'm interested to know is there like combine of at all these three. Uh, there's one here, microplastics impacts on human health. So it will take time to really see is a linkage of all three. But when you see the first results is showing impact. For this analysis, they are sharing that in the system view, impact of microplastic in the environment, or what did we search again? Yeah, impact of microplastics to health is part of that education. That is the analysis that they are giving you from the results. But if you want to have a journal paper that cover the intersection of all these three, it's not so easy because that depends on whether there is an author or researcher have done that. But I'm pretty aware not many people do this unless you segregate. So let's see. I'm not sure whether this will increase the chances. Education and microplastics. So yeah, see they see impact of microplastics again. Um, Human health. So they don't really use the word education with microplastic, but there's one here, sustainability in dental education. And you might ask me why is it dental education? This is a book, ebook. So in an ebook, there will be a chapter you would find somewhere. In the ebook, there will be a chapter about microplastics. In fact, I can try now. I click on it. Oh, is it? Okay, it's a coincidence. And I want to download. Why my download button is not here? I'm supposed to be logged in already. You see, now I'm not logged in. That's funny. Wait, let me check my login. Yeah, I'm logged in. So, okay, I show you the first feature first. When you go to an ebook article or a journal article and you scroll down, you will see this explore related subject. And if you scroll all the way down some more, it should have, bear with me, sorry. Yeah, here. Scroll all the way down after the about this entry, you will see keywords. So just now I show you two things, explore more subjects and keywords. Why I'm highlighting this? When you are finding for more articles, it's good to pay attention to this. Because initially when you are doing your literature review, you do not know. You do not know that there is a relation of eco-friendly or sustainability to your topic. So these are very important because when you're doing your thesis or assignment or your whole manuscript, number one, you have to choose the keyword yourself as well. And those keywords can be the same as what you have found in the article. Why say some of you want to be different, but actually from the publisher side, we recommend you to be the same because that allows many other users to find your article. The keyword already exists. If you put something very new that not many other researchers are using, then your article cannot be read or accessed. Another thing is These keywords and more subjects will help you find other literature related to your topic. So automatically, if I click like green dentistry, it will bring me to more results about article related to green dentistry. So I click on it, you see, it bring me directly to an article about green dentistry, which is about sustainable dental healthcare. So I downloaded the file. It should be this one. 37. Yeah. So just now I say I want to search microplastic just to see whether it's either microplastic or plastic exists or not. Yeah, it exists, you see. But whether it exists related to what you need is a different story. So ideally what I'm showing here is that whenever you have a search results, that search result, whether it's an ebook or journal, will always fulfill what you type. I did type microplastic in my search bar, but that title of that topic, the title of the article or title of the ebook don't have microplastic. But inside that title will have the microplastic. Yeah. So sometimes it's up to you. Do you want to download or explore? If you have time, we recommend you download and search in the PDF reader first. But this is not really the ebook I really want to show as an example. I want to show other ebooks or other books that. So why is it that though? Okay, if I want to go to books, I'm just going to go chapter, reference work, update results. Okay, now I'm in book. So I search Asia Pacific education as an example. And here we have a book on engineering education, a book on workers and political economy, lifelong learning. I want to choose this one, yeah. International Handbook on Education Development. So remember, this is the front cover. It looks like this. I download now. And similarly, a ebook on the right side, when you click on it, it will interact the left side. You can also see other books similar to what the book you are seeing. So it brings you directly to that page. And you can search within this book over here. This is only for ebook. For journal cannot. The search within this function is only for ebook. So let's see. Here it says ASEAN route, right? So I want to try ASEAN route. Just a demo. So when it comes out like this, it's just showing you this is the article in the book. It will refresh, but it will also show you other articles. But this is the article that is in the book of education development. Yeah, ASEAN Group. So I have downloaded the book, then 53. So you see, what you see of the downloaded version is exactly the same as the page. But what is important is what you're seeing here is also exactly the same as the printed version. The printed version is also like this. The design, the content, the format, everything is the same. So you are not losing out on having the e-text. And what is special about the ebook is that if I click on the title at the content, it will go directly to the chapter. So you don't have to go page by page. Yes. Another feature of if you use, I want to, sorry, it takes some time for me to see it. Okay, in this one, it's not happening. So what I will do is, another feature is you can open with a browser, right click, open with Google Chrome, Edge. So I will choose Google Chrome first because I'm interested to remember what I've done before. Okay, yeah. So I open with Google Chrome. I don't have Adobe. Imagine I don't have Adobe. You can open with any browser, Google Chrome, Mozilla. So what's special about Google Chrome is that, let's see, I just go to any, okay. Now I right click and then I search with Google Lens. And then when I right click, it says select any text or image to search with Google Lens. So let's see, I click this one. I don't know what is this. Asahi University ranking in Japan. Oh man. Today is not really our luck, I think. No, but normally it should show something went wrong. Okay, let me try again. Because my internet is connected. So essentially what I want to show is it will show you a result on the right side if you use the Google Lens. So I try again. I close. Right click, search with Google Lens. So I put this university in the top 500 like this. So you will search. You see, you are using the browser function and Google Lens to screenshot any elements in your file to help you understand. And this is not even installed. You didn't install anything. You are just using the browser function to support that because the browser also has AI capacity. But the funny thing is what will appear on the right side, it will vary. When I play around it, I notice it will vary based on what you screenshot. If you screenshot a map, like say you screenshot a geographic map or satellite GIS data, then maybe the result will come up a Google map to show you where is that data coming from. Or sometimes it will show you the portal. Where did they get the GIS data from? So it's up to the browser to also interpret. So that is the one key feature of using a browser to look at your article. Another thing is, what if I open with Microsoft Edge? And this is you can use this for both journal and ebook. It will function the same. So Microsoft Edge, this one I'm sure it will not work because there is something wrong with my Microsoft, but I just will show you. You go here, ask Copilot. So if you have a browser, whether it's Google Gemini with Google, Microsoft browser with Copilot, if it's installed in your browser, you can interact with the material. The installed AI tool will automatically inform you what is the book or article about. You can click, please summarize this chapter for me. If you type that, it will summarize. But now I cannot demo because every time I want to use my browser, my laptop has issues. But I'm certain it will work because I tried with my other personal computer. So try to explore. If you have a browser with a AI tool, essentially all Springer Nature materials will react and respond to an AI tool. So let me go back to my presentation. Anything I miss? I go back to here first. What is Scopus? Scopus and any kind of indexing is just a form of informing a user or a person who want to publish what is the impact of that article. And it takes time for all papers to be indexed in Scopus. Similarly, it takes time for all paper to be Q1, Q2. In Springer Nature, majority of our journals, especially Q1, Q2, even Q3 journal are indexed in Scopus. And 50% of our ebooks that is published is also indexed in Scopus. But what I want to share is Scopus is not maintained by us, Springer Nature. It's maintained by another publisher, Elsevier, and all these other like Copernicus and other database is third party outside. So when you're doing your literature review, it's not necessarily you search by knowing whether the article is Scopus or not. That is not the main criteria. That can only be a criteria if you are very concerned of the impact of article you want to publish. If you want to publish, that may be something you might want to consider. So what is the criteria or priority you should consider when you want to search your article and you want to do your review? So is this a pointer? There.
No.
That's okay. So firstly, it's called methods. To know the methods of the review. There are many methods to do literature review. The first method that is most published but not necessarily new is bibliometric. I think you've seen this before. Uh, there's a lot of articles now in Malaysia. They are using Voice Viewer. And a lot of libraries, I think UPSI might have one as well, a training on Voice Viewer. Voice Viewer is a free software that lets you to do your bibliometric analysis. It's called a bibliometric study for your literature review. It's very easy. This is the easiest one to do for your literature review. But the problem is because it's so easy, banyak orang buat that is no longer novel, not new. So even if you do this, you have to show your discussion section to be very critical. What is it that you found when you use this Voice Viewer and bibliometric analysis? What did you found that other people didn't find, for example? And then second one is content analysis. This one is a bit harder because it will take more time. You are deep diving into the content. But how you can do this is you can use many software. Some software you have to license, like Atlas and Vivo. You have to search for a license to use those software to do the quantitative and qualitative analysis of the paper. Another way is many of you are also using AI to do content analysis and critical analysis. There are many AI out there that is already doing this. But it may not be as original if you do it yourself using a software because AI is only interpreting based on its own language. Fourth is meta-analysis. Meta-analysis is also something publisher and editor will recommend. You just need to create a small table, maybe 15 rows and 4 columns of table, and show what is the analysis of the content that is showing any form of patterns, any trend of the issues that you are covering. Is there something that is showing a new pattern in terms of the theory, hypothesis, the way the study is being measured, for example? Is there a contradiction of one article to another article and you put it into the table to show the contradiction? If you want it to be more a very niche literature review is computation analysis. Meaning to say, you take all these 50 articles, you use advanced data or computer science technique, you do coding. So you do your own coding, you inform Python, for example, I use Python or data software. Please extract out all the variables from all these 50 papers so I can use these variables for my hypothesis, things like that. Or please extract out all the research results in all these 50 papers and let me know what is the thematic analysis. Is there a linkage between all the results? There are many coding software that can do that, but to reach that level, you need to train on data analysis course. And there are many free courses, like I think you heard of the website Coursera. There's also EDX. All these MOOC, open online courseware. There are many free data analysis. It will help. Uh, Okay, so I'll skip. So I'll skip. That one's just for information. Another one is if let's say you want more high level, yeah. Maybe one day you already start to publish in conference paper, good. And you want to start publishing in very good journal, Q1, Q2 journals. So how to know the format, the style of writing is to go to nature.com. Don't worry, don't be afraid of this platform because it contains at 19% the Q1 journal in the world. And you would find a variety of subjects, a lot of topics and subjects, even outside of sports science and education. But what is interesting is it will show you topics that is very relevant to the world issues. So there may be journal paper about how you address gender equality, poverty in education in this platform, which is more, I would say, reality centric because it's like case study. They did case study, real case study on the ground, and they publish here. Versus a journal paper in Springer Nature platform, whereby the study is more on the laboratory or computer desk work. Is not on the ground, on site. But nature, the study is more on site and reality based, and it can inspire you in your work. So it is also highly cited. Sorry, here you can see one article can be mentioned 71 times in the blog, 3 million times in Twitter for one article. It's highly read. Nature Index is also another platform that shows you article which is really famous article. So you just go Nature Index, you write a topic, it will show you any article that is so impactful in the world that you should also read. And yes, there is also open access. So to know how you can access nature, you look for open access. It will be red color. This website is just more information for you to take back. And now I go back to my literature review. Some guide on how to do a great literature review. This guide is not often a guide that your lecturer will tell you. It comes from the editor. So when you are writing, you have to integrate various sections into one storyline. So it's not really much of, you have a literature review of 30 pages, and those 30 pages are under different heading. Yeah, it's good. You have many headings, sub-heading for your literature review. But the tip is, how do you connect heading A to heading B to heading C, and how you connect heading A, B, C all at one go? It has to be a really creative story for the reader and for the peer reviewer to be attracted to your literature review. And secondly, in your discussion or analysis, it's not really a matter also of making sure what you write has been cited by others. Yes, it's good. But what are the other contradiction? Did any others question, have inquiries about the work you have been doing so far? If yes, what are your defense, your argument and defense on that? So it's good to put this into writing. And no repetition from published material, of course. And try to go through your written work multiple times, but not alone. Not only together with your lecturer, but let's see if you're doing your master's thesis or PhD thesis, what you can do is you can break up your literature review to 2 conference paper, for example. Submit to a conference paper, try to paraphrase the content so you keep your thesis safe. But by doing so, you get more ideas. When you present your paper in a conference, you get more perspective from the subject matter expert, new ideas that you can bring back for your thesis. Next is literature review is also not about the visual. Meaning, just now I shared, you can choose the method for efficient and smart literature review, like you can do critical analysis using software or create a table to do meta-analysis, systematic review. But it's not just showing that. It's about, at the end of the day, how deep you have think, analyze all this structure and output of the content and write it very clearly in words. A peer reviewer and the thesis panel, your PhD panel or master panel, will want to see how confident you are in you have really deeply read your topic. So confident that they are also scared to ask a question because they know if they ask, you already know the answer. It's that kind of vibe you have to give in your writing. So I quote this from this paper, nature.com, the article that shares on what makes a great literature review. It shares that a literature review that is great is deep, compound many data from multiple papers, which contradict each other, and also identify broad trends and new mechanism that comes out with a different conclusion. Okay. What peer reviewer and your panel look for? These are also another reference. For example, firstly, your references. So, thesis reviewer, especially for research proposal, when you submit a research proposal, sometimes they don't jump into the content immediately. They just go to the reference section to check 3 things: whether the reference is recent 5 years, 2020 to 2025, and whether the reference exists. So you know you have to put the DOI URL, HTTPS DOI something something. Make sure those DOI exist and it also tallies with the title of the article. It's very dangerous because a lot of researchers now, they are using AI to extract reference lists. It's wrong. We found the DOI not matching with the title of the article. A little mistake like this can reject your proposal and prevent you from moving forward. Another one is organization. Look at how you're planning to organize the material. Yes, sure. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And make sure the table of contents and headings are all well structured. The title and abstract. Does your title and abstract clearly describe what the research and where it contributes? Next is, what is the difference of your paper for this existing field comparing to others? So you know you're doing a paper about education, about health education. What is the novelty or value that it offers in this current field comparing to all the published ones? Try to show is there any strength or weakness, any advantages or limitations, the significance of your research, and try to also make sure all your images, table, formatting, and font is high definition. If your table is not straight, your line, your graph, something wrong, your image is pixelated, like a bit blurry, this is all very low quality output that, number one, mostly will not be published in journal. Whether it's Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, if they see like your image or illustration is very blur, not good quality, they won't proceed. For a thesis panel, of course, they would prefer you offer the best quality you can to them because it's more friendly to the eyes and something that they can trust in terms of data. Next is what about AI? In that, from the editor perspective only, AI tool can support your analysis, and yes, the content, the generated content cannot be copied. Meaning you can go ahead, use for your analysis, your creativity, to make you help you understand, to inspire you to write, but you cannot copy it to your thesis, report, or your manuscript. If you want to copy, you have to disclose. You have to disclose in your thesis or your manuscript that you have used ChatGPT or Google Gemini to create this graph, to create this chart, for example. You can use some of this example of AI tools, but some of them are limit to credit. If you create a free account, there are credits to use it. Or you could use a built-in AI tool like I suggest, like Copilot, Google Gemini. There are many ways to pass through the credit system. You ideally have multiple emails, free accounts, or the best way is learn prompt engineering. Sometimes when you prompt the AI, it's not prompting them with 10 words or 20 words. You'll be surprised and shocked. A good prompt is sometimes 50 words, a paragraph. There is a format. You need to inform the AI what is the role. What is the role? For example, you are a lecturer or PhD doing a thesis in this subject matter. You must let it know. Then it will act that way. And then you must also tell it what kind of output you want it to be. Please give me 50 pages of report on this topic. Then it will generate 50 page. But if you don't say 50 page, it will generate 1 or 2 page because you didn't say it at the first start. So you have to be precise. And then you can say, please, when you write your report, make sure the grammar and the terms are relevant to the subject and in academic tone. Because you don't want it to generate a report that is so casual, that is not often read by scientists. So you want it to use the correct words. There are also AI for paraphrasing, like Grammarly, Jenny, Plodder. You can use this for paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is different from copying. You are just changing the words, and that can be accepted. You can use AI to plan your research, to be more creative in your hypothesis, to explore how you want to frame your review, like Elicit, Plodder, and Google Gemini. And Adobe PDF have a free summary generator. If you upload the file in the summary generator, it will summarize the journal paper or ebook for you. So just to recap how to do smart literature review, search from the headings, operational definition, theory, and keyword of your thesis, your topic. So you know your lecturer have provided you your research proposal template. And in your research proposal template, there is headings, right? You have to use those headings as part of your words to search in the Springer Nature link. Operational definitions as well, theories, and then you can also use Research Rabbit. Research Rabbit is a free tool that you can find many other papers related to your topic. And install Zotero to your browser. Other than Mendeley as a reference manager, Zotero, one of the strengths is that when it's in your browser, let's say you're in Springer Nature link, it will automatically reference what article you have viewed in Springer Nature link to Zotero. So Zotero automatically capture all the article you have access, download, and then later you will have a full reference list of all the article you have download and access in Springer Nature. Another one is you can use this one, the free one. Let's say you don't like to install, you don't want to install. Then you just use this. This is the best so far. You put in the DOI and it will generate the reference. This one I has mentioned, use a built-in AI tool. Start exploring what AI tool you can install in your PDF reader. And please choose a review method, the one that I mentioned just now. Make sure you already know from the start when you're doing a literature review, do you want to do a bibliographic, meta-analysis, content analysis? What will be your approach? Okay, maybe this is some bonus for if you have a Q&A. I will skip this one. This one I will mention. If you want to submit your manuscript, you should see the journal instructions. There will be an instruction in the journal webpage about that journal or ebook. And please follow those instructions because that will guide you in what criteria the editor is looking for. What about APC? If you want to know, is there an article processing charge? Firstly, to highlight, UPSI still has at least five more space. Four already. Okay. 4 more space for you to submit your paper as soon as possible. I think by next year cannot make it. Must be by this month, as soon as possible, so that you can qualify for the 100% APC waive off. Is funded by, I would say, UPSI, because UPSI participated in a agreement with Springer Nature, and this agreement gives a portion of quota to all faculty and researcher who is a corresponding author. You must be a corresponding author of UPSI, submit your paper, and then if it gets accepted to publish, once it's accepted to publish, it will notify you, do you want to publish through transformative agreement of UPSI? You have to choose that. Then yes, you want to publish through transformative agreement. After that, you will get another notification whether it's approved or not approved. That approved or not approved is different from your paper approved or not approved. That approved or not approved is about the funding. So there is 2 channels. Your first duty is to finish your paper first. Make sure your paper get accepted to publish. Once it's accepted to publish, then it will go through the decision whether it's approved to get the funding from UPSI, because this is subject to quota and also certain criteria. Okay, now it's quiz time. So the how to play this is that the fastest and nearest answer wins. If you're the fastest and correct, you immediately win 1 prize. But if let's say everyone start guessing, no one guess correctly, the nearest answer wins. So you need to guess the blank word. So example, to use the Springer Nature link platform, user must log in using your guess the Almost, yeah. Pustaka, yeah. University. Yeah, pustaka is correct. Yeah, university. So I don't know, should we use the mic or use the hand as a...
It's up to you.
I think we use hand. Like I see who pick up first, then I will ask you to, so you be more active. Yeah. Okay, ready? We're gonna start. I'm gonna start now. Get ready, your hand. Okay. To discover more efficient results of content, articles, journal, or ebook, user, which is you, should use what function at the left side column of the search page of the Springer Nature link?
Yes.
Yeah.
Filter?
Yeah, correct. Very fast. Filter. Yeah. Well done. There will be another chance for you. Second chance. What's your name?
Abbas.
Abbas. Yeah. And you are a master student, please?
So, final year degree student.
Oh, final year degree. Okay. Okay. Next question. Using the what function when typing in the search bar of Springer Nature Link platform can help to discover more precise results and relevant content. There's another function I mentioned, I shared with you. Other than the filter, you will get more narrowed and smaller results, yeah, to your topic, yeah. So this is the tip. Other tip. Then yung tadi I show the comma and all.
Oh, and it's a go.
What's it called?
Bye.
Yeah, so pandai Abbas. Operator. Boolean to be more difficult, they call it Boolean operator lah. But operator is easiest.
I just remember Brilliant, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, I cannot make the tip too easy. Yeah. Okay, last. Then we have two more. We have two more. Okay. Oh. Question 3. When starting literature review, choosing a review what is critical to write more high quality review and find effective papers to support the review. I said this many times. But I think the one at the back cakap yeah, correct. Method. Yeah. Method. Yeah. The problem is if because I think we reached three people already. I only bought 4 prizes. But we can still play this lah. This one will have no prize. We can still play this. If artificial intelligence tool is used during literature review, a user or writer must ensure the content of AI is not. It's not
Like a copy.
Yeah, it's not copy only. Yeah, correct. Yeah. And I will get your details and most likely maybe I will have to post your price. Because I only bought 4.
Oh.
And tadi ada 2 yang jawab at the same time. So for you, I will post the price if you don't mind. Yeah, okay. Alright. So I bagi price. In the meantime, please think of your questions to ask.